Hi, I'm Chris Haigh and this is the Fiddle channel, and today we're going to play the Gardenia Waltz. Gardenia Waltz is a Texas-style contest tune written by Johnny Gimble, and it's probably one of the hardest ones in the repertoire. It's absolutely fiendish. It's packed with double stops and position changes, and you want to think hard before you even start this tune, because it is so hard. I have on my Patreon page done a series of exercises based around the position changes in this tune, and that might be a good intermediate step before learning this tune. Because this was written by Johnny Gimble and published and recorded by him, I would normally say try simplifying the bits that you can't do, but if you did this at a contest, every judge would know exactly how this tune should go. And so I would say you do really have to try and do the whole thing properly. So I'm going to go through this section by section, bar by bar, and just see how we can get on with it. There are several ways probably of fingering some of the things, and I've come on the fingering that I find the easiest, but there are various alternatives. And as regards the bowing, I'm going to totally disregard it. So if I've written anything, then it may or may not be what I'm going to play. So I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just going to try and get the fingering and show the double stops. So let's see how we got on. So first couple of bars. We're starting off with an A over a B. And then we're sliding up to third position with a first finger over second finger. And it may be that you want to go over just those two notes quite a few times. Then I'm going down to the first position again and sliding up to third again. So 1 over 3 to 1 over 3, and they're moving apart as they go up. And then keeping your third finger down, to put your second finger on top of that, and then your first finger. So then back to first position, 2 over 4, 1 over 3, 3 over 2, 1 over 2, playing a B flat. Now that's a nice one. The second finger slides up and the first finger comes off. Okay, let's just go up to the beginning, up to there. Okay, keeping your second finger on, 3-1 above it. So we're doing those 3 notes. Up again to third position, 1 over 2. Back to first. And then from there, it's 1 over open. And then 2 over open, which is a lovely little discord. So it's 2 over open, put your first finger down below it, third finger below it, first finger below it, and then 2 over 3, where the third finger has moved down next to the second finger. Okay, a D over a C, which is another discord. And a lot of what Johnny Gimble is trying to achieve here is adding tension and then releasing it. And this certainly does that. So that's open over 3, 2 over 3, open over 2, 2 over open, third position, 1 over 3. And then we're going from here, 1 over 3. Moving them down a step, both fingers going down, and then we're gonna bow. And unless you can get your wrist right up and your fingers right down, you won't be able to do this cleanly. That's the same as before. And then 1 over 2. Keep your second finger where it is. Bring your first finger down. And then... That's a nice one. First finger stays there the whole time. Except here, where you put your second finger there in place of that beat. Okay, we've got a bit of a repeat now. Okay, this is a new bit. Open over 2. Third position, 1 over 2. First position, 1 over 3. Third position, 1 over 3. Keep your third finger where it is, put your second finger up a half a step. And then 2 over 4. Both slide down and up again. Okay, back to first position. 1 over 3. Open over 1. 2 over 4. First position, 1 on an E flat over a C. Open over an E flat. 2 over 4. Into third position. Okay, from there we're going to slide down half a step, another half step. Keep your first finger where it is and bring your third finger down half a step. And then leave your third finger where it is and bring your first finger down half a step. And that, I think, is the most beautiful bit of the whole thing. So finishing off with 1 over 3, open over 2, 1 over 2, open over 2, 2 over 3, open over open. So, you're halfway up the mountain. Let's try all the way from the beginning up to there. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. I'll just point out I'm playing this slightly ponderously, and Johnny Gimble actually, he makes it quite snappy. It's more like a kind of a dance tempo that he plays it at, but we've got more than enough to worry about without getting it up to the right tempo. Okay, on to the second half. So we got this lovely key change. So that's a whole 4 bars with no double stops and no position changes. Amazing. That's 2 over 4. Move both of them down a half a step. And then from 2 over 4 to 1 over 3. Okay, let's do that again. So going from a B on the bottom to a C on the bottom. Okay, now here's a tricky movement. So you've got to replace that third finger with your second finger moving up half a step in order to get your second over third. Unless you can play 3 over 4, in which case you can stay in first position, but I can't get that in tune. So let's start from the beginning of that line. So from there, 2 over 3 to 2 over 1, and then bring your third finger down next to your second finger. First position, so that's 3, 3, 2, 2, 1. Third position, 1 over 3, 2 over 4, 1 over 2. That's that same movement we had before. That's another whole 4 bars with no position changes. Okay, 1, 4, keep your fourth finger down. 3 over 2, 4 over 3. And then we're in third position and we've got a B over a G, which is an unusual interval. Back to first position, open over 2, 1 over 2 in third position. So that's open over 2, first position, 3 over 1, where your 1 comes down to B flat. Up to third position. And then first position, open A stays through this, second finger, first finger comes down again. And we'll keep your first finger down, and I think I would do 2, 3, 2 for those two. Okay, and then 3 over 2, keep your third finger down and put your fourth finger above it, and again your wrist needs to be right up so that your fingers can point down. And then third finger with your fourth finger down next to it, and that is hard to keep in tune. 2 over open. And then to get that D augmented, it's F sharp with an A sharp above it, and trill your third finger next to your second finger. And then it's back to the beginning. You would be forgiven for deciding that is far enough and you're not going to do the A section again, in which case that could be your ending. But Johnny Gimble goes back to the beginning, goes all the way through the A section and finishes off with the... So this is 3 over 2, open over open, 1 over 3, open over open, 1 over 3 in third position. So I can do finishing first position with a 2 over 1. So that's the lot. As I say, it took me a month's practice to be able to get it up to this level, and it's certainly not contest winning level. So think hard before you even begin working on this tune. But if you can get this really smooth and beautiful, then I'd say you can win any contest with this tune. I'm going to attempt to play the whole thing to play you out. If you would like a copy of the sheet music for this, do subscribe to the channel and send me an email. As I said, I'm doing a series of exercises on my Patreon page which will help to limber you up for this mammoth task. And I hope you'll consider joining me on Patreon, because that's what keeps these videos coming. And I'll play you out with the whole thing, and I'll see you again soon.